Back, thought I would show it to you. It needs washing, but it has been raining most of the last week. In fact, the battery power for the living area of the van is probably at 15 or 20%. I did switch the batteries off so they would not run down, because of load. So it had nothing to do but gain solar power yesterday. Of course, it's been in the garage for a while, so it probably was inside at least a percentage or a majority of the time. Considering it took a week for them to do it, I don't think it was in there for the entire time. And I had to replace the computer, the ECM, the motor control, the electronic control for the motor. So and that was why it was so expensive. But before they buy a part like that, are going to require that part be warranted. So in case it blows up when they do the install, they won't be stuck with that $700-800 bill. Well, I couldn't. So I guess they found some Motorcraft or Ford licensed product somewhere that was warranted. So they've got that on. I'm going to review how to replace that, because you can get an electronic control or ECM for about $150-200, but they're refurbished. So you're taking your own risk in hand. So in case this goes out again, I need the skills to go in and pop that $120-200 part in there instead of paying another $1,000. So I want to give you a quick rundown. I'm currently staying at a hotel, since this is my major lodging right here. I'm gonna stay here one more night, only because I have a setup where the nights I've spent, I could spend the night in this thing. I wouldn't have mid-lights for very long. I'd have to basically go in the dark. But one more night gives me a free night, so I can just stick that in my back pocket, or use it, pretty soon, because the cost, I guess what's constant between urban and the road warriors, urban van dwellers and road warriors, like I like to call them, is the fact that when your vehicle is out of commission, you're not only paying the cost of the repairs, you're also paying lodging costs. I was in a very reasonable, this is a Studio 6, right by a hospital. This is a somewhat large hospital, regional. The really large hospital is in the county, is in the city of Dallas. I'm in the county of Dallas, but it's just a branch hospital. And I just noticed that the cost of lodgings around hospitals are pretty inexpensive. So if you're going to put your car in the shop and there's a hospital not too far away, then you might be able to find an extended stay like I'm staying at now for a reasonable cost. So basically what I'm doing now is I took it out for the first relatively long run. I didn't drive it across town, but I drove it down the area for a while, and it came back still fully functional. So we'll see how long it lasts. It's a vehicle, it's a motor, it's an engine, it's made by man, so it's going to blow up. And if you get an old vehicle, it's going to blow up more frequently. But the only reason I'm keeping this vehicle is there are no oil leaks. It does have a slight coolant issue that I've been trying to get addressed. It has no oil leaks. It runs extraordinarily smooth. The engine is not going to be a problem, and the engine hasn't been a problem. It's all been electronic or electrical. So that's basically where I'm standing now. I'm going to do a couple of videos, one on urban van dwelling and repairs, in addition to what I've already told you when I come up with some things I've learned over this period of time. And I'm also going to talk about lodging costs, etc., for repairs, which I've gone through lightly here. But so there are going to be a couple of videos burned out of this thing, so I can get back about, considering the number of views I get, about $5 in or $3 to $5 of return maybe over a 6-month period. So that's all I got, and I will. I'm gonna go back upstairs and blow my last night at this hotel, and I would have been out of here today if we'd had a little sunshine, but the batteries are just so dead low, and it's just been some, I would say horrible weather, but we know where the horrible weather has happened this year. It's been in the middle of the East Coast with the hurricane and the floods. It's just a less than sunny weather for a while, which is rather unusual, even in September. So I'm gonna give you a quick rundown, and I will be back. I've still got to clean and prep this thing, because I will not be staying at hotels anymore, because I have the little AC, and the peak heat season is over, so it's time to get back in the daily grind. I moved, my office moved, so I have to recreate my routine. And the thing, if you are a van dweller, the major thing you have is a routine. And routine allows you to preserve your time, preserve your money, and keep some basic sanity. So I have no routine. I got to rebuild it. I was in the process when the car or van broke. So we'll see how it does in the future. I'll be back, and we'll discuss some more of this. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned this. It's about $1,200. So I spent about $3,000 in repairs, and I've made another $1,000 in repairs I've done myself. So, and that's maybe standard for an old van. I've heard a couple of other guys spent $4,000 on an old van, and just in basic maintenance and repairs. So I don't think that's too out of line. So I'm gonna go in this little hotel room I've got here, which I really like. I'm not a person who needs a whole bunch of room and etc. So this is plenty for me. I will talk to you later, and we'll go into this in more depth when I got time to get my information and brain together.